Bonjour means what in French? Look. Now, I'm not going to stay long because, I'm pulling my hair down. But I said, let me take some time from my job searching schedule to fill you guys in on what's going on as far as job searching is concerned in the year of 2023. Where I live, it's a lot of people that are racist, but they try to hide their racism. But people that God literally placed on this planet to know people inside and out can actually see their demonic soul. And I have been going on job interviews, and I've been interviewed by people of my color and people that is not of my color. And it's very scary because most of the people that interview me are people that are Hispanic, and my faith is basically in their hand. Like my survival, whether my family and I survive, is in the hands of an Hispanic person right about now. That is very scary because you don't know who's racist, which it doesn't even matter to me. If you're racist, that's on you. You got to talk to God when you die, not me. Period. And that's how we're gonna keep it pushing. While I'm job searching, I'm also realizing a lot of my flaws, like in the whole job searching process. Like, number one, the terminology that I'm supposed to be acquainted with for me to know when I get in front of the person that's going to be interviewing me, my brains get frozen. So, what I'm doing now is, even if I get to take a picture of some of those interview questions, that's very helpful. For some reason, a lot of us have learning disability, and we don't even know that we have these learning disability until either you're actually diagnosed, or you just look into yourself or you compare yourself to other people and be like, well, that person can remember everything from their childhood, and I can't remember nothing from mine. Which we're really not supposed to be living our life in comparing ourselves to others. We're supposed to embrace ourselves and um, embrace our flaws. Just so it can look like I'm not doing nothing, I'm actually doing something. I'm job searching. I just submitted a resume and a cover letter to a company that I went on an interview with on Saturday. Nobody called me. They told me they were going to call me in 2 weeks. Nobody called me. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong in my job searching. I'm probably doing something wrong, but I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm being too honest. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not knowledgeable. But why am I feeling like I am not good enough when I know for sure that if you hire me, I could perform the duties that you're going to pay me for? I know that. Nobody knows myself but me. So asking me to go get a reference, I'm my reference. Ooh, there's a mosquito. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I'm going to kill you. Don't come over here. Don't come over here, bro. You come over here, you going to get hit with this HP. Period. Okay? So job searching is not easy. It's not fun. It's a tedious process. It's draining. It's emotionally draining. It's mentally draining. And it's also financially draining because I went on a job interview and I don't have my site director permit. It's like there's so many things that could just stop you from moving forward. But I'm still going to move forward because I have things to do. I have mission to accomplish. I don't even know what my purpose is on this planet, but I do know that I have a purpose, and one of them is to speak up. Whether my hair is done or not, I really don't care. I care about myself and my inner beauty, and that's what we all should be caring about instead of worried about what's going on somebody else's head or what somebody else is wearing. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get rid of racism. That's my goal. That's my ultimate goal. At the end of all my social media experiences. Don't bite me. You know what I mean? Alright, so as you guys may know, yes, people are telling me stop putting your business on social media, but social media is actually an outlet where I could go and express myself freely without anybody thinking negative of me, which a lot of people will might be thinking negative of me, but I don't care because your opinion of me is they're not facts. That's just your opinion, and you're entitled to your own opinion. Correct? Yes, you are. So am I. I'm entitled to my own opinion, but some people don't feel like I should have an opinion because they feel like they're my boss over me, which there's no boss over me. Even if you hire me tomorrow, you're just somebody that hired me to work for your company. You're still not my boss. Okay, God is my boss. At the end of the day, I look to God for everything. I look to God for everything. And I can't see God. Um, I'm supposed to be strong over here, but I'm getting myself together, you know. I'm basically tired of a lot of bad things that's happening to me, especially when it comes to people. Humans have become so poisonous to us, like to each other, that it's very sickening even trying to develop myself, but you still have to develop yourself. Whether you're going through financial difficulties or whatever the case may be, you still have to focus on how you're going to make yourself better. And it's a tedious process, but if I can do it, so can you. It's hard. It's testing. You're going to be tested on numerous occasions. You're going to be puzzled. You're going to be wondering, like, why is this happening and when is this going to end? Like, why is segregation still here and when is it going to end? Nobody knows. Why is racism still here? Nobody knows. But all those things that I name is being cultivated with money. You know, people that have money. You know what I mean? They're the one that's growing racism and they're growing hate and they're growing segregation. You know what I mean? But we are stuck on this planet with those evil people. Whoever those evil people are that's cultivating hate and poverty and segregation and all that, we're actually stuck on this planet with those people that have that mentality, which is very, very, very sad. You know what I mean? It's very sad and it's very disgusting. So what I'm doing here now is, of course, I'm supposed to be pulling my hair down because, you know, the time is going. It is Friday. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna real quick just talk about what I need to talk about, and then I'm gonna get off of here. A lot of things that we're going through is actually aligned with the Bible. They're just gonna, of course, trick the mass, and we're not supposed to believe in certain things. Our spirituality is supposed to be private. We're not supposed to be saying certain names. Certain names does not really exist. You know what I mean? But let me tell y'all something. I'm going to proclaim the name of God until the day I die. When God said, all right, Talita, you did it. You finally hit the goal. Then that's when I'm going to stop. Until then, this is my personal disclaimer coming from God himself. Anybody that decides that they want to come and touch me in any form or shape, supernaturally, through my DNA, whatever the case may be, if I'm in a coma and you try to play around with my tubes or putting things in my tube that don't belong there, don't forget that God is going to be sitting there watching you looking stupid. Okay? Alright. You know, because it's very scary what's going on right now. Very scary. If you want to pretend like you're not scared, then that's on you. But keep it real. It's it's not really for you to be scared, but just for you to be aware. Like, just be more aware, be more mindful of what's going on. Don't just sit there and just nonchalantly go by like this is just to follow la 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 land and whatever things to do. Right now, a lot of people gotta save. You gotta figure out how you gonna do this money thing because the belt is getting tighter and tighter with inflation. They're coming up with all type of tricks to inflate things. Like we're supposed to be sitting here suffering. We're not supposed to be enjoying life and getting fat and eating. We're supposed to be figuring out how to wipe each other out so these people at the top could get the bigger operation scandal of whatever it is that they're trying to push out. But here's what I gotta say. If I could talk through God and use God voice and speak to people and God allow me to do that, then who is there for you to judge? Like, who are you to say anything? Who are you to tell me to stop crying on social media? If I'm hurting, God is hurting. Don't you think so? Nah, you don't think so. Okay. So I just answered your question for you. It grieved me to see all them dead bodies um, wrapped up like candy wrappers. I think I'm not ready for this life. I'm not ready. I don't know why I'm so. I don't know. But let's just drink some water and just chill. Just chill, huh? Just chill. At least we're still here suffering. Let's just chill about that. Chill about the fact that I'm still here after going through tyranny. You know what I mean? It's terrible. It's terrible. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do here. We already know what's going on with this world, and by this at this point, we're all slaves. Yeah, including you. We're all slaves. You know what I mean? Slaves to what? Slaves to all kind of things. They force us to. You know what I mean? We have to do everything that well, unless you have money. You know what I mean? Unless you have money, then you know. All right, these are. I'm gonna go in chronological order with um with my thought. Basically, my first thought is, what do you do when you realize you're completely surrounded by demons? That's a heavy question. You can't even answer that. I can. I am completely surrounded by demons where I am right now. And what do I do? I'm looking up to God, like God, bruh. I know you here, but I can't see you. You know what I mean? Um, I'm trying my best to dig myself out of this hole that I fell into because of COVID. Um, it's very hurtful talking about it, and I'm going to try my best to be strong. I'm going to try my best to be strong talking about what COVID has done to me. It has destroyed my life completely. COVID has destroyed my life completely, like rock bottom completely. Okay? Even though COVID has damaged me financially, it hasn't damaged me spiritually because I still believe in the power of God. Um, every time I get on here, I say I'm going to try not to cry, but just thinking about how wicked humans are, it's very scary. And you know, it's very scary. Like I said, I'm stuck here. I'm stuck on this planet. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Life goes on, right? You just got to make the best of it. So, what am I doing as far as trying to make the best of this COVID conspiracy? Um, I'm trying to be innovative. I'm trying to find new ways of doing things. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to encourage others to be positive. That's the only option we have. Like, we don't have any option. Like, there's no option to quit. Like, there's times when I swear to God, I'm like, bro, like, I'm done with this freaking world, yo. Like, God, just take me, yo. I'm like, no, I got my kids here. You know what I mean? I have my kids here. So it's like we're now living for the future, which we got to be strong, right? So when my kids come home, these tears totally disappear. Trust me. Trust me. And I don't know where God hide them, but he hide them somewhere. Like, Talita, you're going through a lot. You know what I mean? There's others that's going through probably worse than you, but just keep talking about what you're going through, and eventually you're gonna heal. I just started my ashwagandha, my ashwagandha thing. My doctor prescribed to me. I just started my ashwagandha journey. Um, Last night I did not sleep for a couple of hours. I went to sleep. I woke up at 12, and from I woke up at 12, I could not go back to sleep again. I had to stay up, and I fell asleep for an hour, like around 5. I woke up at 6, and I've been up since 6 o'clock, like filling out job application, looking stupid. But I know that I'm overqualified to work in any facility that I could step foot in out here. Any facility that I walk in today, I'm overqualified to work there as a teacher. But I'm finding out that you gotta have your site supervisor permit. Like, if you want to upgrade yourself, you gotta have your site supervisor permit. You gotta have this. So I went on a job interview yesterday, and this is what I found out. If to be a site supervisor, you need preventative health and safety. You need your preventative health and safety certificate. You need well, if you're working in like a Catholic setting, you need your certificate of training, of virtuous training. These are things that you need. You also need your teacher site supervisor permit. Like, if you want to become a supervisor, you're gonna have to have a permit. Now, like me, I have a center director certificate from what I know, a center director, yeah, certificate, like a diploma. Basically, I got it from Trade Tech. But all those things that I got from when I was going to college, all those things is not important no more in some places. For the first time, I saw somebody pulled out the matrix. Like, the teacher have their matrix that we're supposed to be getting paid. We're supposed to get paid on a matrix level. You know, once you're a teacher, and then you goes up and up and up and up to site director, blah 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 blah. So there's a matrix that they're supposed to be followed. But look, these people that's hiring us, they're not following the matrix schedule. They're paying us whatever they want to pay us, and we, like the idiots, just going along with the flow because it's the money is there, and it's a job. I don't want to just work for a company where the money is there and it's a job. I actually want to work for a company where I could grow extensionally, just not just for now. Like, you know what I mean? I want to grow in the long run. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so like I said, I have my kids to look up to me for, and I have my bills. I have Bank of America that sued me for non-payment, even though I told them to wait 7 days. I told them to wait 7 more days because that's when I was getting my unemployment. You know, because it was a delay in my unemployment, and they told me that they couldn't wait. So now they suing me. You know what I mean? Just to show y'all a little bit of what's going on behind the scenes. I have Kia that came and took my vehicle, basically stole my vehicle from me. The vehicle that I signed a contract saying that I'm gonna make sure that I pay the payment. Yeah, they came and took that because when Crystal Stairs was going on with their nastiness, those little they work as a crew, you know what I mean? And when they was going on, when my supervisor locked me out of the facility on my 10-minute break, of course I was discombobulated. I've been discombobulated ever since because I still don't understand, like, why did she do that, and how did she get away with it, even though I complained against her. So it's like you're here and you feel powerless, and it's like your own people is riding down on you. Then you got those other people, it's like you're notorious against your own people and people of other color. So it's like that's the war zone that black people are in right now. Our own people is against us, and then we have other people that don't like us for no reason. So it's very scary. Okay. No, so I have all valid rights. Like my tears is valid. You know what I mean? My tears is valid. God knows who I am. God knows what He created me for. God knows when is He gonna move in my life, and I'm just looking like God. Like how long am I? How long do I? It's like I'm running out of patience now because there's no way that I could be 42 years old and going to a place to look for a job, having all these experiences in my education. We have my bachelor's. I have my bachelor degree in early childhood education, and I also have like over 10 years of experience working with children. You know what I mean? At this point, it's like, what time they gonna wait until I can't walk no more to practice my degree? Like, and then I still have to pay my student loan. So it's kind of hurtful. It's kind of hurtful. And crying ain't gonna do nothing, but I don't know. This is just how I deal with my issues. And I don't really use drugs or alcohol to kind of make it go away, because even after you do drugs and alcohol, your problem's still not going to go away. You're still going to be stuck with all these problems. So what's the point of using drugs and alcohol to kind of like soothe your soul? You know what I mean? These damn old mosquitoes. Like I'm down south. They just biting me up. It's like somebody let them out in the air. We don't know. We don't know what these people are doing. We don't know. I know it's not no hologram with them angels in the sky, but I seen a video. I'm not sure if it's real, but I mean, the man said we were just over here praying. That's so stupid. You know what I mean? It's like I went to college for nothing. You know what I mean? And then you got all these other people out here with no degree getting full-time jobs. So it's a rigged system that we're under, and it's very disgusting. You know what I mean? But I'm stuck. I'm not really stuck out here. I'm just stuck now because you got inflation, and this is not a good time to try to move. Like if you know what I mean, you trying to run away from something. I'm trying to run away from gentrification. I'm trying to run away from segregation, bigotry, hate, hypocrisy. But because I'm living in poverty, there goes the catch-22 to the whole thing. So a lot of people not going to be able to get out of poverty because of what's going on right now, and just sinking them further into poverty and then into depression. And more people are going to be diagnosed with anxiety, and they're going to have a world full of people with anxiety, which they want people to start taking medication. Like I refuse, because my anxiety don't have nothing to do with my DNA. It's the people that I'm around that triggers for me to be anxious, because I can't believe who these monsters become. Like people that I grew up with that just turned on me in the end. Like I sit down outside, we ate fruits together, swinging our legs, you know what I mean? The next thing you know, one more mosquito bite me. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming to Tennessee. You know what I mean? It's crazy out here. Sick, It's crazy. You know what I mean? Where I live, every day, 5 people is murdered. 5. every day. You know, somebody told me that they look on their app. It's an app now. They got an app for everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but anyway, this is my new book right here. I'm on this book now. I don't know where I'm getting these information from, but God is talking to me in his own little unique way. Like, Mama, you don't know much about American law. I just live here, you know what I mean? So it's good to know either the basic principalities of laws or just the I think this is a basic knowledge, but I'm starting to find out that this right here now carry a heavy weight. No, no, I don't know. You know what I mean? So these are heavy. I don't know who these people are, but it appears as if they carry some weight as far as the law is concerned. But like, I got into a car accident. This man, there was an accident prior to me. I'm trying to go around the police car, but apparently the 5150 law, which I'm the 51 and the other person is the 50, he apparently is hurt from a tiny little bump. He's hurt, and I know. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to go somewhere, but I just don't know where I'm going. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that's scary to me. It's like making a move. Go ahead, make the move, but where you gonna go? I have no idea. I just know that while I'm doing all this, I'm developing myself. Trust me. You know, while I'm waiting to be hired by the right company, I'm getting my resume together. I'm finding out a lot of mistakes that I got on my cover letter, things that's missing that need to be on there. So every single time I go on a job interview, I get to basically look. I get to look at myself. I take myself out of my body, I guess, or out of my brains. I don't know what I do, but I get to go in and look at myself and say, damn, girl, you got to fix this resume right here. This, you know, you need to put in that you got some certificates, you know. So all that was not on my cover letter. So today I sent off a cover letter to another company, which they don't require the vaccine. So I should be, you know what I mean? Oh my God. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you scaring me. Like, I thought I was gonna come down there to the other place where you was at. You know, it's like when you find somewhere, you know, stable, you let me know. You know what I mean? Try Florida. Somebody told me they want to go to Florida, so try Florida. That's where the flood is. New York. Can you believe that? New York was underwater. That's crazy. Terrible earthquake in Jamaica, Hawaii. What was that? A fire in Hawaii, a flood in Brazil. You know, so just pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention. That's all we gotta do. We waiting because some boom, you know, the revolution is gonna be televised. We just don't know if we're gonna live to see it, but that's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing, you know, because racism should not still be here. It's already, oh yeah, that's what Florida is. Florida is like California. A mosquito bit me. Don't you? I don't like when a mosquito bites you right here. It's irritating. It's numb. It's burning me. It's just irritating to me. Okay? The end will not be here until God's word has reached all nations. So we all know that the end is coming. We know that, right? What am I going to do to prepare myself for the end in time? I'm going to live my life right, and I'm going to preach to people until they start living their life right. And then I'm going to say, and then God probably going to say, well done, you good and faithful servant. We don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just know that something going to have to give. Something going to have to give. Because all this stuff, people cannot just get up and be crying like this all day long. You know what I mean? Just because they don't have enough money. Like, to me, this is wrong, and it needs to stop. This is nonsense. This is really dumb. You know what I mean? And it's really simple. You know, death is something that reminds us of how life is short and is not promised to anyone. Time and chance is all we have. Learn all you can while you are alive. Okay? Share your knowledge with people while you are alive. Yes, I know. When you do, you know. That's why I ain't. I mean, when I do move from right here, I want to know where I'm going. That's gonna be my final, and I'm not gonna move until my grave call me. You know what I mean? Because moving when you got kids is not the same as moving when you by yourself. It's two different philosophy. It's two different risks. You know what I mean? The you know it's which one is better, the risk or the benefit? You know what I mean? The benefit is greater when you don't have kids, but when you have kids, it's very risky moving around because your kids can be homeless. Okay, my kids cannot be homeless. And if anybody like the manager here, he really trying. You know, like today I'm supposed to be getting my window replaced. I've been waiting for 3 months now. Nothing. So it's like, bro, like I'm not about to sit here and talk to you. Either y'all gonna fix the window or y'all not. Who cares? Life goes on. You know what I mean? Pray for world peace, not for money. Like if you get into a dilemma where it's like I don't want to pray for money, don't pray for cars, don't pray for gold, but pray for peace because peace is what we're going to need in order for us to have the car, the gold, the cash. We're going to need peace. So pray for peace. We know that God designed earth just for humans. So earth was designed for humans. Well, yeah, because they're designing this. They're the way how the whole gentrification thing is set up. They got a gentrification map, so they got the map. They already know how many people gonna be homeless, the population percentage of who the most is gonna be homeless. They already know all of that. I'm pretty sure some genealogy came up with some type of, some Pinky and the Brain quest. You know what I mean? We already know what's going on. It's like it's like whatever. Let them keep it. Let them keep it up. Let them keep it up. That's their problem. Just focus on the prize. Our minds need to be changed to walk with God, listening and waiting for Him to order my steps. Right now, what am I doing? I'm basically listening to God, His direction. It's like, Talita, just fix up your resume, go back to college. I'm listening to the good voice. Like while I'm going through all my depression and my anxiety, I'm still hearing the good voice. So my impression, my depression and my anxiety is not stopping me from performing in the regular world. So that means I don't need no medication. I need people to change their stinking evil ways. You know what I mean? So my anxiety could stop me triggered. But until then, I'm stuck with it. And there's no medication that my doctor could give me. None. I don't care what she come up with, what you think, you crying too much. Hey, if I'm crying too much, I'm gonna go to God about it. I'm gonna go to God about it. And those those people that say God is not real, that's y'all opinion. You guys are opinionated people. So you are opinionated people that's irrelevant to God Himself. Whoever believes that God is not real, that's on y'all. That's on y'all. And that's just how God gonna run His program and keep it pushing. Whoever wanna listen to His word, that's the one that He gonna stick with. He gonna roll with them, and we gonna get to the promised land. You know what I mean? We're gonna get there because this spiritual warfare that we fighting is bigger than what we think it is. It's bigger than what we think it is. But I'm getting ready to get off of here because I'm almost done reading this. Our minds need to be changed to walk with God Himself. Okay, remember, listen and wait, and then wait for Him to order your steps. In this world, we are not going to agree with everything we say or believe and impose that on others. So we're living under other people's philosophy right now as we speak, type, smile, laugh, write, think. We're thinking like other people thought, you know what I mean? And their philosophy is actually fueling the hate that's on the rise right now. And if I get an opportunity to run for president of the United States of America, we got to come up with a way of how to get rid of racism, like collectively together. This is a team, seriously. every Friday we gonna have to come up and figure out how we gonna do this. I'm gonna have somebody designated on Fridays, you know, what y'all doing in this neighborhood to create peace. What are you guys doing? And I need it to be, I need to see it, you know, if I was governor. But governor, Toledo for governor for 2024. Vote for me. Vote for me. I got y'all back. I promise. Right? Those are things that these people needs to think of, how they're going to save us from destroying ourselves. And no scientists have not came up with the formula as yet, because God himself knows the answer to all of this. The war between Russia and Ukraine, the Israel war that just started. I mean, why did they ambush Israel? We don't know. It's in First Samuel 15. It's there, you know, if you want to read about that. But Israel always been under attack. That's what I heard people say. You know what I mean? All right, now wrapping this up. Control is something humans work for to be an expertise. Control should be used on a level basis, not through tyranny. Okay, so like my bosses that has been trying to control me and how I should be as an individual, um, you were just a tyrant. That's all. You just abuse your powers. You have the power, don't know what to do with it, and then took advantage of your workers. Yeah, and I can say that to you boldly. Okay, God will not be surprised by anything humans have, has, or will do. Okay, so people that's trying to get out of off of this planet and trying to hop onto another planet, God is not surprised at all that you guys really allow your mentality to let you stoop to that level to where you can't even be satisfied with this big old earth that he give you. You still want to be up there, want to go up there and be nosy to see what's on the other planet, you know. So we're a victim of those people and their philosophy. Like, we think we should go out of space. No, I think you guys should stop going out of space, because every time y'all go out, what y'all bringing in? What's coming in? It's some invisible thing that's coming in on y'all little shuttle wing that y'all can't even see. Remember the Predator? Remember he was invisible? Nobody couldn't see him, but people was ended up, you know, amputated. Okay, be careful what you bring down on them shuttles, because you can't see everything. You can't see everything that God created. God made our eyes for us to see certain things, and that's it. If we're supposed to see all them dead people walking around here, we're probably gonna lose our mind. You know what I mean? Okay. Let go and let God. Pray for God to change our minds to make us love each other. Most people need to learn how to disagree with someone without hating them. Like, it's okay for you to disagree with me, but it's not okay for you to just hate me for no apparent reason. That, to me, don't make no sense. You're setting yourself up for failure in that area. Okay? Israel citizens are not allowed to move to have guns other than military or police personnel. Now, listen to what I just said. Israel people are not allowed to have guns, military, except for people in the military. So Israel was ambushed. Their peoples are not allowed to have certain weapons. So is that Hitler philosophy, or what's going on over there? Okay, let's get out of that zone, because that's uncharted territory, Charlie, because you don't even know what you're talking about. Okay, according to you. Praying for peace and protection from many evil things. Pray for the country to mature up. We have to pray for America to grow up, because not only America, all these countries that's out here fighting each other, they're immature to me. Because if you can't really remember from pre-K, I'm a pre-K teacher. Use your words. Like, what happened to use your words? That's just something that y'all just say to kids and not even practicing it, you know, as adults. You know what I mean? Mm. All right. Pray for the country to mature up. Pray for how inhumane humans slash innocent children are being dehumanized by tyrannical humans. All humans have to do is to love and serve each other. That's all we got to do. All we got to do is love and serve each other, but we can't do it because we're so caught up into this ridiculous evil regime that we can't see that we're one. You know what I mean? We do have to say, although all these things that are happening are things seen from in the past. These Israel being attacked, Russia, Germany, war, all that, they happened before. We just wasn't around. And that's it. Okay? It's just coming to life in our time. So it's like, it's more of bringing awareness to now. All right? The consequences of not attempting to make the world a better place, we will be judged by God to sit there and not do nothing. It's like you see all this stuff that's going on in this world that's wrong, right? You know that God Himself, which will, you don't believe that God exists, but that's fine because atheists, they don't believe that God is real. They don't believe that God exists. They don't believe in the philosophy of the Bible, but that's fine. That's fine. That's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion too. You don't have to believe in God. You don't have to believe that God exists. But what you do got to believe is you got to believe in morals. If you don't believe in God, believe in morals because God is moral. He is all about morals, right or wrong. He's virtuous. He's all about morals. So if you don't want to believe in God, don't believe in God. That's fine. Just do the right thing. Do the right thing in life. Stop being racist. Stop being hateful. Just it makes no sense. Just look at you. You're gonna be a part of the destruction of Earth, or you're gonna be there cultivating love and creating an atmosphere of change. What are you gonna do with yourself? Hmm? Okay, that's the question that you gotta answer between you and God when y'all by yourself. Okay. See all these things as lessons to learn. This is a glimpse to prepare us for the wicked time ahead. So, yes, COVID was thrown in the air. We already know that. And this is just the beginning of the 7 year of whatever it is that we're going to go through. We're going to go through some things that's worse than COVID, basically. Okay. Mountain of Olive, sign of coming. Prepare, take God serious. There will be imposters, wars, rumors of wars. Okay. Right now, we got a lot of people pretending to be the real creator. Right? In our case, the real creator to me is God. Some people it's Muhammad. Some people it's, for lack of a better term, I can't think of all those religions, but okay, long as they don't stand with suicide and homicide, then it's good to go. Whatever religion you got. That's still not the end. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, famine, earthquakes, false prophets, pestilence. This is just the beginning of sorrows for humans rebel against God. So because we rebel against God, yes, we're going to see all these things that the Bible said that's going to come to life. So what are you going to do? What are you going to start doing? And that's the question. Betray one another, hated for proclaiming the gospel. We must preserve through these rough times. Do not worry because everything must be fulfilled in the Bible. So while I'm sitting here worrying, wondering why these people not hiring me, it's like I'm committing a sin in front of God's eye. It's like God is probably looking at me like, I can't believe you're doing this to me when I already told you not to worry, you know. But what God got to understand is, it's in the Bible to not worry. right? That's in the Bible. It's on paper. But when a human have to perform those with all these other issues like inflation, racism, bigotry, hate, segregation, hypocrisy, um, managers hating you in your apartment complex, trying to get you out, um, your name being on the waiting list to get your carpet removed for months. You know, the list goes on and on and on. It's very hard, but it's something that can be done. It's something that can be done. And when I come on here to speak, whatever I say on here, I need to apply that to my personal life. So that could be my growth and my development. I watch Myron. I watch, not Byron, Myron. Okay, Myron. I forgot his last name, but he is an African American guy that, I don't know if he's African American, but he's black. And he is, to me, he's influential to me. I'm learning a lot of things from watching his videos, you know, how to be mindful of my thoughts, how to be mindful of others, how to be mindful of God, how God works miracles in his life, you know. So that's just where I'm at as far as my growth and my development is concerned. I am in this book. I don't know where I got this information from, but you know, I do a lot of reading and I grab information as I go. So, so far, so good. I could say that I did this one. This is done. You know what I mean? Yeah, so today is 11/3/23, and I'm done. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually get off of this live and go finish pulling out my hair, and I will be back. I will be back. Okay. Remember, time management and money management and all that runs into classroom management. I'm getting ready to go on a whole nother level with my job search. I'm about to be so serious. I went all the questions that I flunked in my interview. I actually came back home and kind of go over them. So now that if they asking me, safety, what do you do? Head counts. You know what I mean? I gotta know those terminology. Tell me about your last employee. Never say nothing negative about your last employee. So stuff like that I'm practicing and I'm working on. What's my philosophy? What's my weakness? What's my strength? What's my role as a teacher? Teachers have a lot of roles and responsibility, believe it or not. We have more roles and responsibility than the doctors do. And I'm not comparing teachers to doctors, but I'm just saying, like, we're the one that allow you to become a teacher. So I don't get how the pay is off. I don't get that. I don't get that. But okay, that's just a part of human um, matrix, I guess. We're all stuck in the matrix. We're stuck here. You know what I mean? So while we're stuck in the matrix, think of positive ways of what you could do to help others while you try to figure out how to get out of the matrix yourself. I never thought in my wildest dream that I'll get caught up with this um, bill, my name going into collection thing. I never thought that that would ever happen to me because my bills, I always paid them on time. Before COVID, my bills was paid. Even I might be 6 days late, but that's about it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know, the government should really come up with something to rescue, just like how they bail out these big time companies. They need to bail out a lot of Americans, especially people like me that have good credit before COVID, and then COVID came and destroyed my credit completely. You know what I mean? Now it's like they making a mockery of us, like sending my name to like an intimidation technique. Now you gonna send my name to a lawyer, like, ooh, you're gonna sue me because I can't pay. Now that's evil. That's an evil tyrannical system. I don't care what they trying to say to me. Oh, we just trying to collect our money. Yes. And I called Back Up America back to see if I could work out a deal now, because now I'm starting to get more unemployment, so I could figure out, like, squeeze a little money out of there to pay your unemployment. When I call them, I told them how much my money was, how much rent I was paying. They asked me a couple of questions. I answered them truthfully. But at the end, she was like, "Oh, you're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to afford to pay." Whatever the little cunt say, you're not gonna, because they all playing games with our names. They playing games with our social security number. They playing games with our names. They doing it. Long as soon as you fall short on your bill, oh, we sending you to collection. Like, they using this collection thing as a joke, making a mockery of people that's struggling. And to me, that's wrong. But what I can say about Verizon, I can speak good about Verizon. I could speak good about Verizon. Even though I was with them briefly, they didn't send my name to no collection. I know that much. So what I did with Verizon is, it's this book that it's a video that I read, watched, and the video said when you're trying to get your bills together, organize your bills. Organize them by size. Like the smaller one, those are the one that you go and you attack first. You know what I mean? So I'm in my bills and I'm going in there to try to see which one I could eliminate, or pay on, like my light bill, my gas bill. Those important. You know what I mean? Driving, don't be driving too much because gas is high. Stuff like that, you got to really sit down and really think about nowadays. It's like, where am I driving to? Why am I going this way? How much gas am I going to have to use? Well, how many gallons of gas is it going to take? I think about stuff like that now, but before COVID, I wasn't thinking about nothing. I'm like, oh, I want to go to the movies. Okay, I just drive. I want to go this way. Oh, I'm just going to drive. But now it's like, oh, I think I'm finna catch the bus. Because these people are making a lot of money off of our misery. They're making a lot of money, charging us whatever they want for gas, and we're like going along with it, like, okay, yeah, you want to charge me $6 a gallon for what? A 50 cent a gallon keg. You know what I mean? They over exaggerating on this inflation thing, and it's very disgusting. You know what I mean? And it's depressing. But I get like that. I get depressed from all this inflation. I get depressed from all this violence that's going on in the world, because God made me different. God made me different. Believe it or not, He did. I'm one of a kind, and I embrace my uniqueness, and I pray that God just go with me on my journey. I'm still going to try to develop myself professionally, even at home. I might not be doing professional development to where I could be certified, but I'm still looking at videos. I'm looking at these acronyms like class. What does it mean? Like when I go for my job interview, I need to know these terminology. What's DRDP? What's ASQ? All that stuff I got to remember. So I'm practicing them. So what am I doing? Is I'm basically studying. I'm studying for my interview questions. I don't know what interview question they're going to ask me, so I got to try to figure out. I'm going to study for all of them, and that's it. We got to get ready. Get ready for this rapture. Get ready for this war. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all one. At the end of the day, we're all one. I might look different from you, but I'm still human. We're humans. Some people might think that other people are not humans. Yeah, I know, because of the color of their skin. That's fine. That's your philosophy. I know that I'm a human, and I know that I have 3 other humans that's looking up to me. So you might think less of me, but I'm gonna think highly of myself until God say it's time for you to come home. Even though it's hard. Yes, I cry a lot. That's what I'm supposed to do. I don't activate my tears. Yes, I activate my tears, yeah, according to whoever. But I mean, how is our tears activated? How do you go from somebody say, how do you go from crying 1 minute and then laughing the next minute, and then it's because I'm resilient like that. I am mentally resilient. Like I could just be sitting here talking about something, get all depressed, and then I just forget about it that quick. And the funny part is, before I lost my job in Hollywood, that pavilion job, when I was doing my delivery job, I have that conversation with God. He already told me what was going to happen to me before I got there. And when I got there, boom, there it is. So whoever want to tell me that God is not real, that's on y'all. That's on y'all. That's on y'all. Whatever y'all want to spread, whatever lie y'all want to spread about God, that's on y'all. Believe whatever you want to believe in. We all have our own philosophy. Your philosophy doesn't have to match up to my philosophy for us to get to one agreement. Do it? No, but we all got to mutually respect each other. You know what I mean? Whether we have different point of views or not, respect is still what we need to do as a nation. And it's a lot of people that's disrespecting people of color. It's a lot of people of color that's disrespecting other people. So it's like, we're not going to sit here and do the blame game. We're going to sit here and try to figure out how to solve this world hate. How are we going to do it? It takes a village, baby. I can't do it by myself. Cannot do it by myself. So why you sitting there thinking that it's cute to watch a lot of a certain color or a certain race being homeless and just watch them grow in homelessness? That's not cute. That's not cute. Why you sitting there enjoying your bon appetit, whatever, filet mignon, whatever y'all be over there doing, watching people suffering? Like that's just a thing to do. That's not the thing to do. You don't sit there and watch people suffer. Like if I have it right now to where I could bail out people, bail people out, like I use $1 million just to bail people out of debt. Like you know what I mean. But I don't have it. I don't have it. And maybe I should start playing the lotto for real. You know what I mean. Maybe God will bless me then. You know. But I pray that God bless me so I could be a blessing to others. Because I could go through this pain mentally about being poor or about my financial situation, but there's other people out there that's completely losing their mind. They're suicidal, they're going through a lot, and they're not going to be able to sustain this life or this pressure of life like how I can or like how others can. It's very hard. Very hard. You know what I mean? Very, very hard. But remember, we got to develop ourselves professionally. Like, you have to develop yourself, whether you're going through a rough time or not. Like, find it somewhere. You know what I mean? Find a quiet spot somewhere, and read a book, write, because we don't do penmanship anymore. So a lot of people don't even remember how to write. Like, when was the last time you actually sit down and write 2 pages of anything? When was the last time you sit down and write something? You know what I mean? We're not writing, we're not communicating with each other. It's a lot of things that we're not doing that's not going to help us grow. We need to grow. Like, you need to figure out a way of how you're going to grow mentally, financially, emotionally, shrink physically because I'm getting big. I'm eating too much. I'm just over here, just chilling, basically just going into these jobs, taking these job interview questions, and probably going to use it to open up my own business. I don't know what's going to happen. That's how positive I am through this negative situation. It's hard being positive in a negative situation. It's very difficult, but you know that's what this life is. This life is being positive in the situation that you're in. And how does that go? Is that easy? It's not easy being positive in a negative situation, but you gotta figure it out. You gotta figure out, like me. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this life. I don't got nobody over here telling me. I have people encouraging me to move, like like you encouraging me to go get a bet, in a better area. But thank you so much. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. This is a setup. They set this up for this place to be like this. They digging caskets. They sending out body bags. Um, there's a lot of weapons on here, drugs. You know what I mean. So just peep that. Peep that for a second, and and ask yourself, damn, she right. She right. Something ain't right. You know what I mean? They're glorifying drugs. They want a lot of people. They really want people to be zombies. Like, what's these people? What's their problem? Who is this they? The they is the Antichrist, and they know who they are. And God knows who they are as well. We don't know who they are. Some of us know who they are because and some people are in the clubs, the underground clubs. But hey, look, let me tell you something. Whatever these people do to destroy this earth, they're not going to be able to fix it back to where it was, because everybody that has been birthed on this planet, there's a reason why every single body is here, even the crackheads. There's a reason why you have drug addicts or alcoholics, because you got people that's going to come in and be educated to teach people how to get off of those things. You know what I mean? So everything that's here is in place. Homelessness, it's in place for other people to be aware of certain things. Like me, I'm looking at a lot of homeless people. I'm very aware of my spending habits. Like, you know what I mean? You get some money, don't just run down the DDs and Ross as soon as you get your money. You better pay your bills first, and then you use your change. If you could try to save a little change, but you can't even save in this wicked world. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Take care of yourself. You know what I mean? And each other. That's what No, who is that? Not Jerry Springer Morning. Take care of yourself and each other. And we gotta take care of each other. If we don't take care of each other, who gonna take care of us? You know what I mean? Nobody. Nobody. You gotta love your neighbor as you will love yourself. You know what I mean? Anywho, ways, I'm gonna get off of here because it's almost time for my kids to get out of escuela. And then this lady, after I'm doing my interview, she gonna say to me, "Oh yeah, you don't speak a Spanish?" I said, "No, I don't speak Spanish." She said, but you was talking to me in Spanish. I said, no, I wasn't talking to you in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I say, if I have to speak Spanish to them kids, I know how to talk to them in kiddie term, like water, my stomach hurt, my head hurt, I'm tired, where's your homework, what do you need, are you hungry, how you feeling good, how you feeling today, stuff like that. But to have a full-blown, fluid conversation in Spanish. I took 2 classes in Spanish, and like I told her, when it got to the tilde part, I said, I can't do this no more. I'm done. There's gonna be much more opportunity, many more opportunity. I have somebody that have their site director degree, so I could just go. I mean, site director certificate. I could just go. And I reached out to that person, so it's like I'm not even trying to swallow my pride. I just want to make sure that when I apply for my center director certificate, I just want to permit, not a certificate, but I guess a permit and a certificate is the same thing, I guess. But when I do apply for that, I want to make sure that I'm applying for the correct thing. Because, people will say that they want to help you and see you grow. But in reality, they don't want to see nothing positive about you. But they just saying that just to get that out their mouth so they can look like they. But there's a lot of people walking around here jealous. Jealous of you for what? I have no idea. Anyways, I've been running my mouth on here for 1 hour. And my hair is not even pulled out yet. Yes, let's see what time it is. Yeah, baby, it's time for me to go. Gotta go get my baby from school. My babies. Oh God, this life is so sucked. You know? But hey, I guess this is a part of it. You know what I mean? This is literally a part of it. Sad. 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 And these people are gonna think that they're just gonna keep on destroying the earth, and we just gonna have to keep living under their little tyrannical thoughts. But it is what it is, yo. It is what it is, yo. Life goes on. Life goes on. I never thought that I'd be in anywhere where I'm being ruled by tyrants. I never thought in my wildest dream, you know, that this is what it feels like. It feels like you about to stifle yourself. Like it feel like you about to die. It feel like we did already. To be honest with you, being under a tyrannical system, it's almost like the feeling of death. It's the same exact to me. It's the same exact feeling. You know what I mean? It's like this is how it's going. You know, am I gonna die in poverty? God, you don't know. God don't know. God knows everything. You know what I mean? The same God that they say is not real. He know when he gonna tear up one country. He know what he gonna do, what earthquake he gonna send where, when he gonna send it. He know how many rocks slide he gonna slide. He know when the fire gonna come. He know when the whatever, the tsunami. He got the answer to all of that. And we just here. We just here as the sheep of his pastors. You know. I'm grateful to be alive, but not under these little tyrannical circumstances. I'm grateful to be alive. Yes, I'm very grateful to be alive. And that's about it. I'm grateful to be alive. But not like this. Not like this. You know. Hopefully, I'll find a job soon. If not, I mean, why wouldn't nobody want to? I mean, why y'all wouldn't want to hire me? Anyways, I'm gonna be positive because I went on my job interview on Saturday. They didn't contact me. I'm qualified. So what's the problem? What? I'm not answering the questions correctly that y'all asking. Okay, that's your excuse for not hiring somebody that's qualified. I'm wondering, do they want people that's qualified, or are they just saying that they want people that's qualified? That's just my assumption of this whole child development thing. You just, yeah, we want people with their bachelor, but then it's just something. Are you just, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Be transparent. She really do. Anyways, I have a lot of work to do, and I have to go. So, bull crap. Goodbye.